we're checking the log on that first pass. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So we left on about right at 7 pounds, and that's as low as it gets. 6-7 pounds, and then it went up to about 8.5 pounds, almost 9 pounds, and that's when I let out of it. And then stabbed it back again, and it was kind of wonky. The deal is, I was absolutely not prepared for what it did. It kind of scared me. And then whenever I was going down the track, I pedaled it again, and what happened is the blow-off valve on it isn't opening fast enough to relieve that pressure. So we've got a boost pressure spike in here. It thinks it's going really high in boost, but it's actually not. It's a lean condition in there because I don't have any extra fueling going in there because my throttle blades are shut. But I'm still at high boost pressure, is what it thinks. So the ultimate story for that is I need another blow-off valve on the other side so we can get all that pressure out of there quicker for like recovery situations. Normally I wouldn't be doing that at all. I'd be staying full throttle the whole time, so you would never have that problem, except for maybe at the very end where you let off for a split second. You know, you got that high ramp of boost before it blows off the blow-off valve. But what was it? It was 1.5, 60 foot, which it would have been a lot better than that, but I mean, instantly let off just because it scared me and I'm a pussy. Whatever. And then let's see what happened. What did happen? Yeah, there at the very end it got really kind of squirrely. I forgot where the parachute handle was. I was just not prepared for what it was doing out there. Did 112 miles an hour at the back end. I was probably in the throttle for maybe like 3 seconds. I mean, just like, whoa, what's going on? So, besides that, the suspension nearly did exactly what I wanted to. It had a lot of separation, but it separated way too fast. So we're going to set the rebound a little bit tighter, probably 2 clicks tighter on the rebound to slow that separation. Front end, I think it's doing fine. If we can keep that front end down, it'll do. It might do a 160 foot. But if it starts coming up again, I'll probably see how high it goes up. If it only pops up and kind of slowly comes down, stays off maybe 6 inches off the ground, a little bit more, that's fine, as long as I'm going straight. But if it wants to keep rising, I have to let out, because if that car gets higher than like a foot, I'm going to mess up my my steering control arms. Check the spark plugs. I could add more timing. I can make more power. This is just on wastegate. I'm not adding any dome pressure at all. This is as light as it gets without me taking out timing off the launch. So that's pretty exciting. This thing's going to be a rocket ship if I can get it figured out. Tuning by Tim Blythe. This is the Mystic Black Arts. So I'm not even going to talk about this reaction time because there's nothing to talk about. 60 foot was a 1.52. Yeah, pretty terrible, but not too bad for the first pass. I'm going to say that. 330, 449 at 6 miles an hour. I don't think that's right. Anyways, and then 8th mile was 6.7 and 112. Just put that in perspective. The fastest this has ever been is a 5.8. That's 1 second off, barely even in the throttle. And that, the other passes, the 5.8 passes, that motor was like as hot as it gets. This is like as low as it gets, and I was out of the throttle the whole time almost. So there's absolutely no comparison. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. So we're gonna make a few adjustments, make another rip, and see if it takes what I want. Or what I get. See if it takes what I get. You know, suspension, tuning. Let's see what it does. the new motor. It's a 1.360 foot. 330 was a 4.1, and the 8th was a 6.3 at 115. It started pulling right off the launch a little bit, picked up the tires and pulled to the right just a hair. I might put a little bit of rebound in it to slow it down a little bit more, and I think I might put a bit of preload in it, a flat of preload in it, and see if I can start getting it to steer to the left a little bit. Besides that, I gotta work on my shifting because I'm not even getting to rev limiter. I'm shifting at 6,000. Shifting at 6,000. I still got 800 RPM to go. So I'm just gonna take my time in there and get used to everything. We do have a noise coming from the rockers. I gotta check the lash on those and see if they've backed out any or what's going on with that. Make sure nothing looks crazy under there. Running 18 thousandths on the intake and 20 thousandths on the exhaust per Jessel or per Crowder's recommendation on that cam. Now I don't know if I can tighten that up a little bit to keep the chatter down, because at least coming back it was you could hear it. I mean they were clacking away like a little diesel injector or something. I mean, they were making some noise. If that's normal, then it's normal. If not, then I need to figure out what's going on. I personally don't think it needs to be making that much noise, but we'll see. Pop the valve covers and check it out, make sure that the lash is still on. If it's not, then I'll adjust that and then make a suspension change. I think the tune-up's fine. If I can shift like I'm supposed to, take my time, I think that tune-up will be fine. And that is the lowest power we can make. Actually, that's wastegate, and we're taking out timing off of it. We're pulling 5 degrees directly off the head. So, I mean, that's pretty good for the as low as we can go.